Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Fragments of Memory, aka your friendly neighborhood armchair philosopher. The name of this video, I think I'm going to call it The Cult of Personality. And I want to discuss, in brief, the whole Rob Kardashian, Black China situation. And not necessarily their particular situation, but what their particular situation speaks to our greater culture. Now, we are as a nation fascinated, as a culture, as a nation fascinated by celebrity. I think we pay absolutely too much to the celebrity culture. We seem to want to live vicariously through the lives of celebrities. We elevate people who are famous for nothing. So there are people that I've observed in the limelight that we've loved. We carry their pictures around. We look them up on the internet. We sing their praises. We watch the news for their shenanigans and their antics. Yeah, I said shenanigans and antics. And we really love reality TV. Now, don't get me wrong. I've watched my share of reality TV shows. It's been a delicious guilty pleasure, if you will. And yes, people can identify with conflict. Yes, there are struggles common to all people, regardless of economic class. There's things such as heartbreak. There's things such as being cheated on. There's things such as caring about one's appearance. But however, with that being said, we will cast judgment on the celebrities whilst our lives are crumbling or filled with destruction and strife. And there's something I said in a previous video. I think it was called, it's not about race, it's also about class, or it's about race and class. And I always want to point out, these celebrities are in a whole other tax bracket. For most of us, we are 9-to-5 people. We are working class people. Some of us are white collar, some of us are blue collar, some of us are no collar. Some of us are service industry, i.e. food service, or maybe some of us are retail. We're speaking of people that are so far removed from our experiences as far as tax bracket and fame. And we're removed from the experiences of those with money and fame. And of course, remember, those with the money, those with the fame have access to certain things, certain perks and benefits that the hoi polloi, I know that term is very offensive and pejorative, but the everyday folk, the common masses, we don't have access to. We're the everyday people. We're Joe Q Public, or we're Jane Q Public if you're a lady. We are more concerned with the celebrities than our neighbors down the street, or the family within our homes, or what's going on within ourselves. We always try to follow after people, and from what I hear about this particular China Black character is she started off as a stripper. Now, I'm not here to cast any moral judgment on strippers, so if you happen to watch this video and be someone who has danced at a gentleman's club, I'm not here to bring down the wrath of God on you at this point, because I'm not trying to make any arguments for or against that. The main thing I understand is that we're so fascinated with. I look at the case of Amber Rose. We did not know who she was until she accompanied Kanye West at an event, and then she was everywhere. And then she had a big old booty. So now we looking at the girl with the big old booty and losing our minds, even though big booty women are amongst the populations of the earth, even in the so-called lower classes. But there's a quote I read in a book. It was called Sparks of Truth by Emmett Fox, I believe. But one of the things he kept bringing up was, a man who pays attention to someone else's business has usually neglected his own. So there are people out here, we're paying attention to the celebrities, but we're not really trying to check for our own lives. And we can make our own lives more interesting, as opposed to trying to follow whether or not this woman had sex with this man and now this man put her information on social media. As unfortunate as that is, we need to worry about better issues, I think. Well, that's my 2 cents. Tell me what you think. Be easy like Sunday morning.